Hello family, this is Chouette and welcome to Tarot Talk. Today we're going to have a pre-shuffle read for Taurus. Taurus, what your ancestors want you to know is that they understand that you've been having some struggles in your home, in your family life, being a bit emotionally unfulfilled. They see that it's been a complete struggle with that. They see that you were trying to juggle, trying to keep everything together, struggling, trying to keep a happy home. But you have made a decision. You've made a logical decision, practical decision to be clear about things. Be logical, think with clarity, stand on your square. This is my stand on your square card. You've decided to stand on your square to the point to where you almost feel as if you're going to take emotions out of things, completely out of things. We have two cups here, and that's it, really. So you've been trying to think logically, standing on your square, but the ancestors are letting you know that things has to change. There will be an inevitable change, and that change is going to come when you start to love yourself. You're going to love yourself. You're going to love with compassion. You're going to learn to love unconditionally. You will learn how to do this once you face your fear. This is your advice from your goddesses. Now this one took me for a loop because it's fear. Your advice is fear. So I kept trying to think on it, try to understand, well, what are you trying to say? So basically what they're saying now is the reason why you've decided to think logically, to stand on your square, take emotions out of it, because you have fear. You have fear that things won't happen in your home life because of the struggle that you had earlier. So once you face your fear, you will learn to answer the call with the fear, and then you'll learn to release it. Now I want to read this fear for you because it had something in there that it might even cause for another discussion, not just for you Tauruses, but for we as a whole. We're going to need to understand this. But what they were saying here in your goddess message was saying that your fears are your voice. They need to be heard and honored. When you listen to them and act appropriately, only then can they finally be released. Now what I found what I didn't understand about it is when they said that you have to honor your fear. So that might be something we're going to have to look into as a whole, as a group. But I do understand, respect your fear. But I don't mean to confuse you. I just want to let you know that face your fear of the struggles that you carry in your emotionally happy fulfillment, your life, as far as your family life and your home. Those struggles was just that. That was a struggle then. But you have to get over that fear now so that you can answer the call to love compassionately, to love without condition, to have complete fulfillment within yourself and within your family. That change is inevitable. It will happen when you face that fear and release the fear. And they say to honor it. That we're going to have to talk about. But I do know, respect the fear that you have. Respect it, understand it, and know what's real and what isn't. Because we were told that fear is what? All fear is, what is it again? What is fear? Fear. Something pretending that it's real. It's not, it's a thought that you make real. Fear isn't real, is what they're saying. It's what that old saying was. I completely forgot it. Just completely went out my head there. But I'll get to it another time in one of your readings. But the main thing about this whole reading is don't lock yourself down completely. We do understand that you want to think logically, you want to speak with clarity, you want to think with clarity, but do not lock yourself down to where you are unemotional. Because that in itself comes out of fear, the fear of the loss of your happy home, of your happy emotional fulfillment. That's where that fear lies. Know that it's there. Know the reason that it's there. Know that you have to release it. And then you can move on to be emotionally fulfilled within yourself and within your family. And that is your message for today, Taurus. But I did want to see if I can get you at least one more advice card really quickly. See if we can get one. Goddesses, will you please give us this one? Give us one more advice card. Let's get a little more clarity in this. We do understand that we have to let go of fear. We do understand that that's going to stop us from having emotional fulfillment because of past fear that lie within the home life. So give us one more advice card, please, goddesses. One more advice card for my Tauruses. What can they do about once they release this fear? What can they look forward to? Is there a way that they can honor this fear and release it? Can you give them a way to honor this fear and release it? Goddess, whoa, y'all want to talk too much, so I'm gonna. They're trying to give you too much to talk about. They're trying to give you all kinds of ways, but I'm gonna give the one that came right up from the top. Boom. It's pleasure. Pleasure and Shakti. Those are the two that flew up the most, I think it was. So there you go. You got your Six of Cups. And you got your major goddess, Shakti. Ecstatic union. That's like your Gemini card. That's your union card. That's your lover's card. So that's the way you're going to get through this fear. And how you can honor this fear. Get past this fear and to emotional fulfillment. We're running out of time here, but I am going to try to get some quick little answers for you on. Let's see, I don't mean to hold you up, guys, but I want to make sure I got this for you. Hold on. Okay. Your Six of Thieves, your pleasure. She is here to reveal the emotional abundance of pleasure that is yours to give and receive when you are oriented to the beauty all around you. She shows you how to open completely to your vital heart energy that connects you to the pleasure of life in each moment. Wow. Right on time with that one, right? So she's telling you again what this card is telling you, to love yourself, to love unconditionally, to love with pleasure. And also we have Shakti. Well, we know Shakti is your grand feminine energy, your creative energy, Kundalini energy. We do know that. But let's look into what they want you to know about Shakti, because it's also in this deck, it also stands for your lover's card. Shakti shows the way to union with the pure force of spirit. Sorry about that, family. My battery went dead. So I was in the middle of reading Shakti for you. And like we were saying earlier, Shakti is your creative energy, your Kundalini. And in the reading here, it shows that Shakti shows the way to union with the pure force of spirit. She reminds you that you are a being of power and that you are on earth to let your energy move forward, upward through your body to unite with her and fulfill your deepest desire of union with the primary force of creation. Shakti is the cosmic example of sacred power, exemplifying the perfect orgasmic fusion of your sexuality, sensuality, and spirituality, where your world is forever transformed. So again, that's the way to getting over your fear. Oh yeah, and by the way, while I was taking this little break, I remembered what fear is. It's false evidence appearing real. I completely forgot that earlier. But while I was contemplating what that was, my spirit guide said to me, right, like, sometimes they just come out and say things. Sound like crazy, but I know. But while I was contemplating this, they came out here and they said to me, fear isn't real. Danger is. So they're not telling you just throw logic to the wayside. Of course you're going to use the logic, because that's how You do. That's who you are. Remember, you are a Taurus. You are Earth. You are founded. You are stability. You will think with logic. That's just who you are. Period. Practicality. You're practical. You're logical. You're sturdy. You're stable. But this is the way that you're going to get to this new level of self-emotional fulfillment, family fulfillment, compassion, love, unconditional love. The way to do that is through pleasure, opening your heart back up, and raising your kundalini. Raising your kundalini. There's many ways to do that, guys. But to start off with raising your kundalini, you have to change your thought pattern. Try as much as you can to stay away from negativity, so that your kundalini, so that you can start to raise your kundalini and you can meet Shakti. Okay? So I hope you were able to get the gist of it. Because we have a little extra time here, because I had to start all over, maybe we could run through this again. Okay, you've been feeling emotionally fulfilled within the home. It's been a struggle. You've decided that you're going to be practical, you're going to think with logic, and you're going to stand on your square. Your ancestors are saying, look, but there's a change coming. You're going to have to have emotion in this. You cannot completely take emotion out of your life. You have to have emotion. You have to learn to love. And remember, y'all, love is not always that mushy thing that everybody talks about. Love is balance. Balance is harmony. Harmony is love. Therefore, love is balance. Get it? Okay, so in order to find this balance in self and in others, you're going to have to raise your kundalini. And you're going to have to learn how to enjoy life. And it might even have to take you back to a time of your youth, a period in your youth where you were happiest. If you have to, go back there and rebuild. As mentally, go back there, not physically, but mentally, go back there, rebuild. Rebuild on how to love, how to enjoy life, period. Because you've had a terrible awakening. But this is not true. Remember, that's just false evidence appearing real. It's not real. This is real. Your change in your self-love, your compassion, that's real. Raising your kundalini, learning how to love freely, how to love with pleasure, that's real. You got it? Okay, I hope I helped you guys, and I know this was kind of long, and because we had so many interruptions, it was kind of bumbled, but if you're not getting it, drop me some messages below. Let me know. I'll go back through it. It's not a problem. I enjoy doing this for you guys, and if I can give any more insight, just let me know. I would love to. Thank you guys for joining me, and enjoy your weekend. Peace.